This is how my setup looks. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 aquariums. I'll be talking about those aquariums in some other video. For now, I'll be talking about how you can make your own shrimp tank. It will be a very easy method. So like the basic shrimp requirements. So that is a tank which I have set up for the shrimps currently. So we'll go there and I'll tell you how you can set up your own shrimp tank in a very simple manner. This is a basic setup. I've used some substrate, sponge filter, and some pile of rocks along with the driftwood. This is an Indian almond leaf. So this is my basic setup. So I'll be talking about each of these things, and I'll help you guys to set up your own shrimp tank. Talking about substrate. So each shrimp requires different types of substrate. Example, for the white substrate, the best color shrimps are blue, because the color of blue really pops up in white color. This tank was originally intended for the blue shrimps, but due to lockdown, I was not able to get any shrimps. So, if most of you might have cherry shrimps, so for the cherry shrimp, the best substrate is black color. Uh, they will they will survive without substrate, but they won't color up. So this is about the substrate. And also substrate, what happens is that they can come, and if there's any food or any poop from the snail or the fish, they can come and eat, and it actually makes the shrimp more comfortable if there's substrate in an aquarium. Now talking about the almond leaf. So most of you guys know that shrimp love to graze. So what happens is that when you put the almond leaf, one thing is that there'll be a small bacteria producing in the leaf, and the shrimp will come and eat the leaf. Normally the leaf would look more better, but this leaf has already been eaten by the shrimp, so it looks like this after it's been eaten. Now talking about this rock pile, what happens is that shrimp actually feel safe to go inside and hide, and it also provides covering for a shrimp babies, like this small shrimps. So what happens is that if you add guppies to aquarium like this, normally what happens is that guppies will prey on the shrimp babies. But what happens is that if you have a rock pile like this, all the shrimp will go and hide in this like the babies, and most of them might not get eaten. So it depends on the fish also. These guppies are really small, they might go inside and like eat the shrimp fries. But if you like put a huge rock pile, you'll be able to keep guppies and shrimps in the same tank. But it also depends on what you are looking for. If you're like someone like me who loves to breed shrimps, guppies are not recommended in your shrimp tank. But then if you just want to keep it like in your display tank, you can keep guppies and shrimps together. So now talking about another important factor, that is sponge filter. So there are many different types of filters available for shrimp tanks, but I personally recommend sponge filter, because one thing, it's because I've been using these sponge filters in my shrimp aquarium for the last 2 years, and these sponge filters are doing a great job. So I'll tell you why these sponge filters are very useful and why they are my personal favorite. So one thing is because of the surface area. So what happens is that normally if there's any poop from these fishes, or if there's any debris or plant matter, it goes and gets sucked in this sponge here. So what happens is that shrimp come here, shrimp babies, shrimp fries, they come and they start grazing on this. So what happens is that they get lot of material to graze upon. If you can see, there's already some poop on the sponge filter, and the shrimp love it. The shrimps will be like, wow, what is this? So they'll be like, wow, food source. They come here and they start eating. Yeah, so sponge filter is another important element in the shrimp tank. So I'll be making a video on how to clean the sponge filter, how you can open it up, and everything regarding the sponge filter very soon. Do let me know down in the comments, like, should I make a most important element in any shrimp tank, that is plants. So I do not have plants in this aquarium because one thing is, because of lockdown I was not able to get in plants, and I had little moss, so I've been growing that moss. I'll show you that moss in a while. You can use these type of plants also. But if you actually want to do something serious with the shrimps, I do recommend you to use moss, because moss, like shrimp love moss. So I'll be showing you my moss, and that is the last element uh, to make a simple shrimp tank. Yeah. So the last element to make yourself a simple shrimp tank is moss. It can be Christmas moss or any other type of moss. Okay, it can be a algae like this also. This algae I got it from the local stream. I do not recommend you getting it from unknown sources, because there might be anything in that water. So if you're getting in, you need to clean it up and keep it in a separate tank for a while. I'll make a video on how you can get in mosses or algae like this from the wild, and clean it up and put it in a shrimp or plant tank. So yeah, so this is the last element, that is moss. So what I've done is that I have rolled up a moss on a stone, because it won't move around here and there, and whenever I want, like when it grows up fully, I can just take it out. Yeah, I can just take it out and put in my shrimp tank. Yeah, so these are the mosses I've been growing up. Mosses also will be available in home aquatic in a while. After the lockdown, I'll start selling mosses, even these plants and all other things. Yeah, so so this is how we can make a simple shrimp tank. If you like videos like this, do let me know down in the comments. I'll definitely love to make more videos like this. See you in the next week. Bye bye.